Yo, what's good, gang? It's the Dope Guy, and I am back with another video, big dog. Yo, hope you guys are all doing well out there because I'm doing alright, and here I am spinning the block with content for y'all, man, on my soul. Today's video we got by Max Yoko, man. Shout out to him. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. This is called Why German Exams Are Hard. Shout out to all my people in Germany. Much love, respect to y'all. You already know the vibes. I rock with the culture as a whole, for real. Been tapped in for a while now, and here I am about to learn why the exams are hard. We already know the driver's test out there is insane and expensive. So we're gonna learn about why the exams, maybe it's just I don't know if it's exams as a whole, like whether it's driver exam, school exam, or it's just focus on school exam. But hey, here we are. But yo, the link to the original video will be in the description box below, so you can tap in, watch it yourself, and subscribe to his channel. But before we tap in, subscribe to the Dope Guy, that way to get notifications every time I upload, and from right here on Snapchat and Instagram right across the bottom of the screen. So with that being said, I'm not gonna hold y'all much longer because y'all already know. Let's go, big dog. Let's get into it. Yes, sir, Ski.
Exams in Germany might be way different from the system that you're used to. So someone who has written them myself, I want to give you a deep dive into exams in German universities and how you can prepare for them.
Let's tap in.
So first off, let's talk about the grading system real quick. At German universities, the grades range from 1.0 to 5.0. 1.0 is the best and 5.0 is the worst.
Damn, really? You would think the higher number means the best and the lower number means terrible. Oh, okay. Damn, disowned is crazy. Disowned is crazy. You got very good, you got good. Satisfactory means in the middle. Sufficient means, you know, I guess you could do a little bit better. And disowned means like just pure failure, which is crazy how it's ranked like that. That is wild.
And you usually pass an exam when you score 4.0 or better. Now here's something unique about the German education system. At university, you usually get 3 attempts to pass an exam. But if you fail after 3 tries, you're not allowed to continue that subject at any university in Germany.
What?
So for example, you're studying math, and if you fail your exam 3 times, you're blocked from studying math anywhere in the country.
Damn!
So usually these exams are not on random dates during the semester. In Germany, you can divide a semester into 2 different phases: the lecture period and the lecture-free period. In the lecture period, you have your lectures and courses. And in the lecture-free period, well, this sounds like holidays, but there's a catch. This one lasts about 1.5 months to 2 months. Even if there are no lectures during this period, this doesn't mean that you're completely free. And this is because the exam period also falls during the lecture-free period. So for example, this semester, if you only have a couple of exams ahead of you, this period can only last 2 weeks, for example. So you have exams for 2 weeks, and the rest of the lecture-free period is kind of your holiday. But it can also happen that you have a lot of different exams spread over the entire lecture-free period. This is very, very unfortunate, but if you're unlucky, you have no free time. And my heart goes out to all my friends who study engineering in Munich. 7 exams spread over the entire summer is truly brutal.
7 exams in one summer? The summer's only really like 2 months for real. July, August. If we don't count June, whatever. But July, August, 7 exams? Oh, man. Shout out to everybody in Germany, man. Jesus Christ.
But it can happen. So in Germany, you have to split up during the semester with lectures and tutorials, and then this really intense exam season. So even though the schedule at university is flexible, the workload remains quite high. And this period is stressful because the exams are much more concentrated in a small time window. And different than school, at university you have fewer clear instructions. So I want to give you a realistic perspective on the workload at German universities. So on average, we students are expected to complete 30 credit points per semester. They are called ECTS, so ECTS. And I would say, as a rule of thumb, each credit point equals 25 hours of study. Now 25 times 30, that's the time you usually spend on one semester. Now getting these 30 credits in one semester and completing your entire degree program in the standard period of study is very doable. In Germany, about 40% of students finish their degree on time. But here it is also very socially accepted to study longer. So doing 1 or 2 additional semesters is not something to be afraid of. Many students do this to be more flexible, go on a study abroad, or enjoy the university period a little bit longer. And since most universities are tuition free, it's not the end of the world. Now, I would say the workload here is less about cramming for final exams and more about consistently engaging with your studies throughout the entire semester. So German universities offer lectures, seminars, tutorials, and also exercises. To be honest, I haven't properly experienced a different university system, so I can't directly compare the German education system to a different country. But in my eyes, the workload at the university here will keep you busy most of the time. You can work a part-time job, of course, but here's my advice. Settle in first. So get familiar with your academic schedule before jumping into work, because the last thing you want is fall behind in your studies, at the beginning of the journey. So unless it's really necessary, I can't recommend a part-time job in the first semester.
Damn, man, it's intense like that. That is crazy work. Like, damn, man. Man, shout out to all y'all, man. I thought I had it bad in college. I really thought I did, but I'm still stuck on the 7 exams. He's recommending your first semester, you shouldn't even get a part-time job if you need it, man, because you're just going to be so jammed up with studies and exams and stuff, man. That is insane. But I know people who have done it, be a full-time student and work 2 to 3 jobs. Shout out to them.
But on the other hand, most companies in Germany are also very understanding and give you flexibility when the exam season comes around.
Damn.
And by the way, if you are an international student and serious about studying in Germany, I can really recommend you download the free Studying in Germany guidebook in the video description. Now in Germany, there are also a lot of different exam types. And the most common one is a written exam that lasts 90 minutes. It usually tests your knowledge on a specific topic, either in the form of open, essay-like or closed questions like in a multiple choice test. But there are also other forms of exams, for example an oral exam. In this case they test your expertise in a discussion with the lecturer. You have to explain certain things, defend your position, or solve problems on the blackboard. Then you have the presentation. And in Germany it's very common to have presentations at universities. This can be in German or English, it really depends on the degree program. And a presentation exam is usually not longer than 15 minutes. Then there's also project work, my personal favorite. I would say this one is more common at universities of applied sciences. For example, in my degree program, Computer Science and Design, we get big semester projects. So we did apps and software development, design projects, and also concept work. We usually get about 3 months to complete it, and at the end there's a big presentation in front of the entire class. And there are also term papers as an exam format. A term paper is simply a piece of academic work on a specific topic. And even with ChatGPT, writing a term paper takes some time, but I would say it is considered one of the more relaxed and easier exam formats. So in Germany, it's very typical that the final grade of the course is entirely based on the exam performance. So you have one big exam at the end, and if you have a bad day, it's not great. But this is how the system works.
Jesus.
And now that you have all the basic information about exams at university, I also want to quickly show you how you can properly prepare for exams.
Let's see.
So maybe this sounds cliche, but the best thing to do is prepare early.
Of
We
course.
all know from other situations that time suddenly flies by much faster than we initially thought.
When you're studying for an exam, man, you really got to pay attention to the time, because not only you worry about the exam, you got a life. You might have, just a lot of things going on, other subjects, family stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot plays into that. So time, you really have to be mindful of your time, and that's why all of us who've been to college or was in college did all-nighters, man. Like, you're crazy if you never did an all-nighter in college. I feel like everyone has pulled an all-nighter at least 3 times while they was in school.
It's the same thing during the semester. So at the beginning, the exam period seems so far away, but suddenly time is racing by so fast, and the lecture notes keep piling up. And this happens quite often. The pace at German universities is quite fast. Topics that took half a year to cover at school are now done in 2 lectures. So instead of trying to cram the course content into your head at the last minute, I would say it's better to prepare for lectures, go to the dedicated exercise sessions with tutors, and work on
Love lectures.
Even if this means extra work during the lecture period, it will ultimately save you time during the exam phase. So a big recommendation from me, attend to lectures, especially the first and last ones, because professors like to drop small hints and secrets about the exam content. I personally don't like to go to all lectures because I feel like sometimes I'm more efficient at home, but in the end it mostly comes down to how many exercises and mock exams you do. The more you do, the better your exam results.
Yeah.
And the key difference here is that German exams focus on your deep understanding of the concepts. So memorization won't get you very far in many cases.
Hell no.
So we'll ask you to solve concrete problems, combine ideas from different areas, and think critically. It's a different mindset compared to systems where memorization might get you through the exam. Now, the interesting thing is, in some exams, you might be allowed to bring a cheat sheet, but don't get too excited. So when I first heard that we were allowed to bring this cheat sheet into the math exam, I was really happy. But to be honest, even with a cheat sheet, it won't help you much if you don't fully understand
the material, right?
To be honest, I'm more afraid of these open book exams compared to, other exams. And this shows once again that universities in Germany put more emphasis on deep subject knowledge instead of memorizing a bunch of facts. But let me tell you, in case you fail an exam or get a bad grade, it's not the end of the world. You usually get multiple attempts in an exam.
Shit, to me, that was the end of the world for me. In college, if I failed, I'm cooked.
And with proper effort, they're all doable. You also get plenty of support at university from tutors and fellow students who are also in the same position as you. And in Germany, exams and grades are important, but not the only factor for success later. Employers focus on overall performance, so motivation, soft skills, and German proficiency. Now, in case you want to learn German directly from me, check out SPE German and also other useful resources in the video description. Subscribe and join our huge Discord community. Love you and stay focused.
Hey man, shout out to Max Yoko, much love, respect. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel, man. And shout out to all y'all in Germany, man, who are in college right now or attended college. Y'all got it rough for real, man. Like, we all have our own experiences when it comes to college. Like, I thought I was in college 4.5 years. College, my freshman year it was like easy breezy. But after that, man, the workload picked up. All-nighters started to happen. It was just a lot, you know what I'm saying? Definitely took advantage of going to see tutor, especially in college math. I remember damn near the whole class was in that. It was at that tutoring session, which was crazy. Like, and I was there all day long. Used to be there every Friday, almost every Friday. It was tough, man, but y'all got it tough, like rough. Not trying to compare, but shout out to y'all, man, especially y'all who have got y'all degrees. Much love, respect to y'all, man. The grading system is wild, all that stuff, man. But just shout out to y'all, man, who are in college right now and are making it work, making it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? For college, it can be easy for those and it can be really hard on others. But as long as y'all don't quit, shout out to y'all, man. But damn, man, the grading scale there is crazy. He don't even advise you to get a part-time job. That is wild. Insane, especially your first semester, he said. But hey, do what fits your schedule. But man, shout out to all my people in Germany, man. All the college students out there, you already know the vibes. But yo, I hope you enjoyed the reaction to this video. If you enjoyed my reaction, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the Dope Guy Big Dog. Hit the notification bell whenever I upload. From right here on Snapchat and Instagram, right across the bottom screen. Any other videos you may check out, please comment to this video, my other videos. Leave likes and comments on all my videos to help grow the channel, help with the algorithm for sure. Any more videos you may check out, leave a comment in the comment section below. No, I got you. I'm gonna spin the block. But yeah, man, it's the Dope Guy, and I am out. Yes, sir.